What's up, guys? Cedar B here, coming at you again with another MLCW GWL Season 6, Week 7 recap this time. And you can see Clash United coming in hot against Burning Chicken, 86 to 82, 96% total destruction for us, 93% total destruction for them. And let's talk about the stats, kind of see how everything balanced out. We had for Town Hall 11, we had a 100% hit rate, 2 for 2 for us. They had a 0% hit rate, 0 for 3 for them, so obviously that hurt them a little bit. 10v10, we had a 33% hit rate, 5 for 15 for us, so great job over to you guys at Town Hall 10. And for their Town Hall 10s, they had a 1 for 13, 8% hit rate, so that also did end up hurting them pretty substantially as well. 9v9, we had a 54% hit rate, 15 for 28, and they had a 42% hit rate, 13 for 31. Both clans did have Town Hall 9 dips, and we had one Town Hall 9 dip. They ended up having three Town Hall 9 dips, so definitely so had a tough Town Hall 9 game on both sides, it looks like, this war. And as far as hitting up is concerned, our Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11, we both had 25% hit rate, 1 for 4 for each of us. 9v10, we had a 50% hit rate, 1 for 2, and they had a 100% hit rate, 1 for 1 for them. So good job to both sides. Clash United, keep that momentum up, keep it going into the next MLCW match. And good luck to you guys over there at Burning Chicken as well. 6-pack shoutouts, we have Alexander, Damon, Assassin, Elixa, Taco, Goatkowski, and Tony Montana. So good job to you guys, and let's get right into the attacks. First one we'll be taking a look at is Goatkowski, and I really liked this attack. Three things, I guess, is what I like about this the most. Number one, the shape of the base is very linear, and what this did was push his defenses to pretty much a ring outside the base. That's great for Archer Queen walks because you don't have to worry about trying to get her into the base in this instance. You just have her continue to walk. You don't need to break in. Clan Castle is accessible, and the Queen is accessible as well. And there's nothing in the core that really will cause you much damage or cause you to have enough value to bring in a kill squad or something like that into it. So good job on that. The other thing having these defenses outside the ring like this are good for is hogs. We saw it initially with surgical hog deployment, deploying 3 to 4, 5, going heavy on the point defenses that are surrounding the base. And that was another good distinction to keep in mind when wondering if you're going to use surgical hogs is, are the point defenses accessible from the outside? So in this instance, that's a perfect call. And when you add the Archer Queen walk and the hog attack, both of those styles, you can see just how powerful it is. Absolutely smashes this base very quickly. And another thing to keep in mind as well is he did enter in from the opposite side of the air defenses, so the only thing you really had to fight was the air sweeper that was up at 12 o'clock momentarily, and I think only his baby dragon actually ended up dealing with that. So as you can see, absolutely crushed it. GG on this. And yeah, good job on that, Goatkowski. So keep it up, keep that up, man. And bringing a swag rage as well. Not something you see all the time with Archer Queen walks, hog attacks with 2 rages. Generally, you're anticipating on probably getting a pretty fair amount of damage to your queen if you're bringing in 2 rages, and being able to swag one of those is pretty sweet. So, all right, moving on. This attack. So, I don't know the last time you've seen a Tesla farm this nasty, but they had some pretty good Tesla farms on their side over here at Burning Chicken. This one was just absolutely disgusting, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. I will mention before I start it, It was a hog attack that was the first attack against this, and nothing reached over into this area where these Teslas are going to pop. So the traps that are here were completely unknown. So 3 giant bombs, Springtrap, I think 4 or all 6 of his mini bombs, all Teslas, absolutely disgusting, and does end up getting the value he's looking for, bringing a Suihiro Lalo. Wants to get the air defense down there that his queen is going for right now. And if she is able to get the enemy archer queen, that's just kind of a bonus. Won't be able to, but it's going to get the health down substantially low enough. And now with the base being as cleared as it is, with those 2 balloons that were dropped to clear all of those traps, his balloon portion is pretty much going to be just fine. Portion started at 6 o'clock, is getting through the core at this point. He was able to get the queen down with that section that went through there, dropping the skeleton spell with the rage spell, and only losing a couple of balloons. 2 hounds have popped and has 1 hound that is at full health. And after coming out of this last heal spell that he has 1 haste and 1 rage left, but he's going to end up hanging on to those. So absolutely murdered it. And that's just another display of what we've talked about several times before, is getting down those air traps for your Lalo portion. Once you do that, you're in pretty good shape. So good job to you, Tony. Great job, man. All right, and we'll be taking a look at Town Hall 10. Mr. Mess using the Falcon, and getting great value out of this funnel he's going to create down here at 5 o'clock. Minion dropped on the storage. Going to drop 2 bowlers as well. Excuse me, guys. Drops 2 bowlers as well, and very nice, very efficient, good investment of the troop space. And that actually is going to help him out here once his Valks get into the base. So we'll kind of let this develop for the moment. Queen is working towards 6. King and Wizard portion will start at 6 o'clock and work towards the Queen at 9. And once they kind of get a little bit closer to each other, he'll get those Valks in there, get them straight into the base, take the Queen out, and we'll see what else plays a factor here. So Valks, bowlers, everything gets dropped. Rages them through the first section, and you'll see that the clan castle actually helps him out pretty good right here. And those bowlers clearing that out definitely helped him as well. But CC ends up pulling his Valks back into the base, so that absolutely was clutch right there, whether intended or not. Definitely one of the better things that could have happened in the raid. And at this point, his Valks are all the way through the core. Healers have jumped onto the Valkyries. All spells are dropped, but with the amount of troops that are left up at this point, Inferno Tower at 3 o'clock and at 9 o'clock are both down now. And has 2 more hogs in the bag. Tesla at 12 o'clock, and just has to have everything work through. Got enough Valkyries to take out this Archer Tower, and once the Archer Tower is down, those couple of hogs that are left standing are going to be able to take out that cannon, and that's going to be a GG. So good job, Mess, and we'll go ahead and get through the rest of this cleanup. All right. now we'll be taking a look at Alexander, Archer Queen Walk Lalo, and this was very well executed. Where he starts his Archer Queen Walk portion of the raid. I was kind of curious for a moment. I was like, okay, you're not coming in at any of the air defenses. I'm curious to see how and where and, what you're going to get down to get this pulled off. And keep your hat on. He'll be able to get quite a lot of this base taken out with his queen. CC is finally dealt with. Eagle artillery goes down, and King is going to be dropped here in just a moment. Help to keep his queen inside the base where he wants her. Doesn't want her to start beating on the wall to reach, maybe this army camp down there or anything else like that. Wants her to circle back into the base to get the both heroes and one of the Inferno towers if possible. And this is probably actually one of my this is just sweet the way this whole thing worked out. Just keep an eye on this. Did you see it? That was pretty sweet. Queen and King get locked on. Both Inferno towers get locked on to the Queen as well, and they get going. Alexander pops the Warden ability. She goes invincible, and once the ability wears off, pops his Archer Queen cloak. That was just sweet. It looked so cool. And the way it was just symmetrical in the base, awesome. So, anyway, he's rounding the corner here at 9 with his queen, and he's brought in his Lalo portion from about 4:30 and 3 o'clock, and he's going to have them circle as far as they can to get around to the rest of the base. One air defense is left standing at this point, and I don't actually remember if he's going to get all of... Yep, he does. Yep, he has a little bit to spare, and yeah, I mean, the attack almost looked like it was 2 times there when he started that Lalo portion, because he absolutely got through the rest of that very, very quickly. So definitely liked this attack. Definitely, was curious about where you were going to go with it, and you executed it very well, Alexander, and everyone over there at CashUnited, you executed this win very nicely as well. So like I said earlier, keep that momentum going into the next war. Burning Chicken, good luck to you guys over there, and good luck in the rest of your season. And until next time, try new things, and Cedarby out.